And on five, four, three, two, one, let's all welcome Dra Sarah Alejandro. She's an artist of the CCP Professional Dance Support Program, also a full-time faculty of the CCP Dance Workshop. Hello, SARS!
Hi, Miss Lisa.
Nice to see you. So we go straight to your interview, and this is for the month of July, our fireworks celebration month, no? So F-I-R-E. Sa letrang F, this is about your relationship, no? How do you foster your relationship, because it's pandemic, so you're like 24/7 with your partner, and you're on the same field. I mean, how do you do that? Take it away.
Okay. So as Miss Lisa said, yes, we're together. Technically, yeah, 24/7. Except I think on Mondays when he leaves, and so medyo 24/6 lang. Kasi usually on Mondays he goes to his family to help them. So most of the day naman nun is he's out. I think for us, we are together in the same field and in the same space, but I think because we have different tasks inside a big field, I think that makes it, kumbaga, we still have that space.
Okay.
Because like I have admin work
Right.
and I teach, which he does too. He teaches, he choreographs. But because we have that sort of separation, I think that's what's making it different pa rin, even when we're under one big umbrella.
Right.
So sometimes I confide with him when I have some challenges in my field, in my small field. And then he does too, parang, oh babe, tingnan mo nga to, pag nag-choreo siya, okay ba to? That's how we do it. And I think we look at it more as an advantage. Kasi for me, I like that he understands where I am coming from. Kasi when I ask him, for example, ano, okay ba to? Tingnan mo nga tong kinoryo ko para sa mga bata, kung masyado bang mahirap. So he gets it, tas parang, pwede mong ganito gawin. And even in teaching, I actually ask him na parang, mahirap ba masyado yung klase ko? Or, masyado ba madali? Nag-improve ba yung mga bata ko? So, when I talk to him about these things, he understands and he's able to input something. At the same time, ganun kami, which I think is the advantage of being in the same field. It's hard because we're two together. Pero ako kasi like, even when we live in a really small place. It's technically just, I think, 24 square meters. So imagine, Miss Lisa, it's really small in our place. Pero, I don't know, I think there are moments in the day when we're apart. For example, when he holds his phone, when I work, I hold my laptop and my phone. So that's our
me time.
time. I mean, he watches his videos. I mean, whatever he does with social media, and I do my thing too. So I think that's kind of helping us find that space amid the very small physical space.
Right.
In the field we are in.
Right.
So, what else do we ano ba? I'm thinking what else are we, how it is in our everyday practice to think it's really small. And I think, like, for example, in terms of the household, he's in charge of the cooking. Parang,
yes! You're like mama!
So siya yung sa cooking. I mean, hindi talaga ako nakikialam except for example, babe, pwede ka magsaing. So ako, sige, kaya ko yon. It's a very easy task. And in terms of the kitchen, for example, divided kami. Siya yung cooking. Ako usually washing. Yan. Kasi there's no cooking involved. I can do it.
It's
so
cool. And it's cool because it's with water.
Yes, I love water. Tapos, for example, ako naman sa laundry. So, ako in charge sa laundry. So, I think those separations amidst the very united area, I think that's what's keeping it together.
Good.
And, di ba, other people say na parang when you live with someone and you stay with someone 24/7, makikilala mo. which is really true. And I think because our personalities, one, are different at the same time match, that's why it works well together. Kasi like, may time naman na, ako kasi I like being at home. I mean, other people don't. Especially yung nag-work from home setup ako, I always tell people,
Salamat!
because I'm a busy bee, actually, being at home is a blessing for me. Kasi parang, I don't have to, there are many things that I can, I can just sit down and just stay on the couch and quiet down while working. Yun naman din, while working. So, si Les naman, I mean, he's okay with it also, pero minsan dumadating yung time na parang sabi niya, nabubuang na ako. He's being so confined. So, sometimes we go out. For example, sige, labas tayo, let's just drive, we'll buy food. So, yung parang, there are times when, because MOA is near our place, so, sige, punta tayo, take out tayo, tapos sa car lang kami, I mean, to be safe. It's still in the car, para walang exposure. Tapos may time, especially early on in the pandemic last year, nung talagang na-confine all of a sudden lahat ng tao. Minsan, sige, let's buy food. Tapos pupunta kami along Makapagal area. Kasi within the bay. Tapos may quiet area dyan na medyo bridge, na may medyo sunset. So may time, nandun kami, tapos kakain kami. Yun, I mean, those are the small things that we share.
Nice, sweet.
Tutuwa kami sa ganun lang. Tapos, when we're there, what we like doing also, what we share, which I think, we like watching vlogs. So, minsan, nanonood kami ng mga vlogs na, for example, I don't know if you know Niana Guerrero. I'm shooting the vlog.
Yeah, the girl who dances. Yeah.
And she has a little sister.
Sister with a brother, yeah.
Yun, tutuwa kami. I mean, those are the vlogs that make you feel good, na parang you don't have to think, it's not an analytic vlog. Tapos parang while we eat, tapos parang, ang galing nila, nakakatawa sila. Parang, wow, ang galing, share.
Hold on to those thoughts kasi that's already jumping to my E, how you guys entertain yourselves. But let's go to letter I. How do you imagine life after this pandemic? I mean, medyo nakikita mo na ba? Nakikita mo na ba yung life or the future after this pandemic?
I think that will answer what we want for our future.
Yes.
Kasi I've been telling you, Miss Liza, di ba, as a dancer, we're quite on the old side already. So, we really have to think about what we want to do or what we can do after dancing. At the same time, just recent past lang, I had this conversation with my mama na parang, ate, what do you see yourself? Because, I mean, you guys know I'm a doctor, parang she mentioned to me, how do you see yourself 10 years from now, 5 years, 10 years from now? So medyo parang medyo na wake up call ako of some sort. I mean, of course, my mom and my mama and my papa being doctors, they would want me to be in the field.
Yes.
Especially since among the siblings, ako lang yung actually tumuloy. At the same time, hindi. Because I'm here in dance, which I really love. So, back then, that was early this year. Back then, I didn't have an exact answer. Parang, shucks, I wasn't prepared for that question. That's one. Two, I realized I haven't really thought about it. Just parang, I was just crying to him na parang, bakit ganito? All of a sudden, parang, I don't know. And then, recently, Les has been into, for our future plans, we want to live and have a farm. So sabi ko, I realized na parang, just recently, I realized, now I can actually answer the question of my mama, which I haven't talked to her yet. Pero I mentioned this to her last time, way back. Pero yun, that's what we wanted to have. We want to live simply. O diba, we've been living in the city life for quite some time. So we just want to live in a farm. We want, kasi into, I always like sustainable living, and I'm into all those little things na to help save Mama Earth. I always tell the dancers, bring your reusable spoon and fork. I mean, those things. Nice. So, yun, we want to grow our own food. We want to, those very simple, parang sabi nga niya, kaya mo ba yun, babe? Kasi alam niya, I'm a busy bee na I need the laptop because I work through all the communication that I have. Tapos parang sabi ko, come to think of it, parang yes, ever since I was that busy bee, ever since I was a kid, parang lagi may leadership training, may all these things. Pero parang sabi ko, nga no, parang I can see myself in that situation. Si Les medyo parang sabi niya, kaya mo ba yun? Kasi parang ayaw mo nang mainit. Ayaw mo nang nadudumihan ka. You know? Sabi ko, I can help in the management part. Like, for example, if may money part na kailangan ayusin or may, you know, I mean, it's a work of many people naman. Hindi naman necessary na kaya ko mag-farm, siguro. But I've been telling him, Miss Liza, na my papa is into, I mean, he loves planting and the garden is a part of his day.
Pero where will this be? Where do you envision this to be?
We don't have a place yet that we have, of our own. Pero, I mean, we're looking into, we might go home to Davao or his family, the relatives of his dad, of his tatay is in Zambales. So those are places we might.
Yes, Zambales. Oh my God, that's perfect. It's like a 3 to 5 hour drive lang, di ba?
Yeah.
And then, yeah.
So those are the places we're looking into.
May
Pero,
beach pa.
yeah, I think parang simpler living. I mean, of course, you'll ask after that desire of having a farm in the future, saan dito ang dance? Eventually, di ba?
Hello, you can have a center there like Stella Abrera
Yeah.
in the Katsbaan, di ba? Parang it's like a big farm area and yeah, you look into that, what she's doing. So you have the whole region 1, 2, 3 to hold.
Yeah. So yun yung mga, we don't know yet. In terms of how, the exact when, kasi there's so many uncertainties pa rin for now. If you want to go to Davao and look at whatever there is there, you have to really see and travel. Pero now with the many restrictions and with everything that's been happening to my family, I don't know yet. So,
Very nice. That's very, very nice. And I could just see the future of Dr. Sarah and Les. A nice big farm. As I said, you are 24/6, sabi mo, 24/6 with and hindi natin maiiwasan na there are conflicts, but how do you resolve? What are the ways or tips that you can advise people to resolve conflicts or stress during this pandemic?
ay nako, true story yan, Miss Liza. For people staying together all the time, it's impossible that you don't have that. Kung merong ganong tao or relationship with anyone, ay, ang swerte nyo. But yeah, pati kami, hindi naman kami nakaligtas sa conflicts and fights. Especially since, tulad nga na sabi ko, we are under one big umbrella but we have separate aspects of it. So may sarili siyang stressor, like nasa-stress siya. Yung choreography ko, ang hirap through Zoom, yung ganon. Or ako naman, oh my God, ang dami kong kailangang gawin. Yun. So we have those different stressors. At the same time, different management kami. So, and being confined in a small space adds up to that stressor.
Right.
Sabi ko ako, I'm cool. I like staying at home. Siya naman, he has to leave. He can stay put, but every now and then he has to leave and take a breather. So may time na parang kami halos lumalabas. Tapos parang, nabubuang na ako, babe. Tapos parang, and especially pag nadagdagan pa ng stressors. So, like for example, may deadline na kailangan habulin, meron parang may kailangan. So siya parang, and sometimes we dadating sa point na nagkakapitikan kami, Miss Liza. Ayaw mo man, pero parang like, when I have, parang, ang bilis ko mainis. And then, it comes to a point na sa kanya na, kaming dalawa sa kanya ko lang talaga mabubuhos. And then, ganun din siya minsan, parang irritable na siya. And minsan, hindi niya fault or hindi ko fault. Pero kami yung nag-aaway because of our individual stressors. And so, ang nangyayari, sometimes we really may outburst talaga na magtataasan kami boses. And with a very small space, wala kaming physical space to go to. So, minsan po, ano talaga, as in, lalabas siya. Either magdadrive siya, lalabas siya, or he goes somewhere. And then, he takes a breather. Tapos ako naman, okay, sige, alis ka. Alam mo yun, you know how we are na, minsan pride ka na, di umalis ka. Saan kaya siya pupunta? At the back of your mind, di ba? Parang, saan kaya siya pupunta? Basta okay lang naman siya, especially ngayong pandemic, hindi ka pwedeng basta-basta. So, that's what we do. And then, when he gets that breather, and then ako naman, ang therapy ko minsan, Miss Liza, I have to fix. I mean, it's a messy place because it's really small, pero yung kailangan ko ng organization.
Yes.
Natawanan ako ni Nelson nito minsan. Parang, pag nasa-stress ako, ang dami ko, kailangan ko aayusin ko, for example, sige, magtutupi ako laundry, or ganon naman ako.
Para ma-zone ka, yeah.
Siya, yun, he has to take that breather. And then, when he comes back, yun, mag-apologize kami. Parang, sorry. I mean, hindi mo naman fault, or,
At
and then,
least sorry siya and talk about it, na medyo naka-cool off na siya, naka-cool down.
Just have to let it cool down, especially pag at the height of it, parang wala, mag-aaway, nagtataasan lang yung boses. Yeah, that's what...
Hindi ka na-imagine si Les doon na nagtumataas ang boses.
Yeah, I mean, medyo kasi ako yung medyo talagang, madali. I mean, people know how I talk, and siya yung medyo on the quiet side. Pero syempre, I mean, like anyone, we have our own limits and tolerance. Dadating din siya doon, but ako pa rin yung nananalo sa, bakit ganyan, tataasan ko. Maldita, hindi ako papatalo. Pagkatapos, tataas din ako. So, finally, he leaves para tumahimik na ako.
Yeah.
That's what we do.
Very good how to resolve practical tips there. And so now, you did mention how you went malling or eating, in the MOA. But so let's go into how do you guys entertain yourselves? Kasi talagang ang hirap, napapagod ako na nasa bahay rin ako, di ba? Hindi ako makalabas. How do you do it?
Kami naman po, kasi especially with the work from home setup, medyo nagkaka-routine, like classes at this time, and ganyan. And sinisingit namin yung errands in between. During our quiet free times, kasi like si Les, I mean, the good thing about the home is what you like at the home, you can have access immediately. For example, siya, lagi niya sinasabi na he's a TV person. So, immediately after class, on namin TV. Usually news kami, Miss Liza. Di ba matanda na din ako? Dati nung bata ako, ba't ba sila nanonood ng news? Anyway, so yan, parang, anong news ngayon? Or, sometimes we watch, we usually do these things while eating. Kasi yun yung quiet time Ideally, quiet time na, okay, makakaupo kayo, makakapag-usap kayo. So, yan, we watch TV, or, kasi there was a time na when we were able to go out, or when we buy food outside, we eat in the car, kasi our routine here is when we go out, diba, when we get home, we wash, we bathe, we wash everything, we UV everything while we're taking a bath. So, medyo matagal if we eat pa, we go home, and bring the food, and then we have to sanitize the food. Medyo matrabaho talaga. So, there was a point in time when we eat outside. We take out food from a restaurant, and then we eat at the car. And then that's where we bring his iPad, and then we watch vlogs para relax lang, and then we talk about it. And sometimes, pag hindi kami nakakanood ng vlogs, those are the times when we actually talk. Parang, kasi when we're at home, I realized, kasi because of the work from home setup, medyo yung delineation between the work and the home is getting kind of blurred. And diba, usually when you go home, that's when you talk about things outside work. Pero dahil wala ngayon, so what I realized is we were able to talk when we're, like for example, yung mga moments na nasa car kami kumakain, na quiet, na wala yung work, na nasa home na ngayon. So, yun, pinag-usapan namin like those things na.
Nice. So you have to go outside of your workspace area.
And that's where we talk, like, yung desire to have a farm, what do we plan, what do we like doing, all those things that we don't usually talk about inside the work or inside the work from home setup. So, yon. And yung mga chill things like, we like watching, for example, we like watching yung vlogs nila ni Hannah.
Yeah.
Minsan nanonood kami ng vlog. We like watching, I don't know if you know Architect Lian, yung mga houses na nire-review niya. Yon, we like watching those.
Aww.
Tapos minsan nanonood kami ng mga vlogs ng mga artista. I think, like, example, Bea Alonzo's farm is so beautiful. Yun din yung parang party nag-open ng, parang, ang ganda ng farm, ang ganda ng farm life. Tapos, mga chill vlogs, mga artista, di ba? I mean, tao din kami. We like watching these things and these things that make you feel good, and you don't think of your work and everything you have to deal with every day. Things that can bring you off those things. I mean, for a while.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, that's what we like doing.
If you have other messages for everybody because of the pandemic, you can say that. But
I think, kasi mainly it's, di ba, our topic is with relationships. And I think I'm fortunate that I am in the pandemic with him. I mean, I know other people have that person. Kasi in a time where it is a pandemic, you come to realize what you want to hold on to so much. I mean, you value
essential, yes.
Essentials. Because that's what we have now. We don't have the luxuries like what we had before. So, yun, parang I've come to realize na I'm blessed that I was stuck, if that's the right term, in the pandemic with him. At the same time, we find blessings in the many small things. We prayed together. I mean, we pray and prayed together. Parang sabi nga niya, one thing that I like that came out of the pandemic, kasi because we are two together now, parang natuto kaming magdasal together. We pray together. Na it is a routine now. Ito, Miss Liza, before, hindi niya memorize yung grace before meals. Hindi niya memorize.
Bless.
Back in, as in yung bless us, O Lord. And
Hindi
niya memorize.
Catholic ka ba? Catholic rin siya?
Catholic kami pareho. Pero, I mean, we attend Mass even before the pandemic. That's our part of our routine. Na talagang Sunday is for Mass. Pero yun, I mean, we don't pray together before meals. Before. I mean, kanya-kanya kami, we eat together, ganyan. Pero, with the pandemic, parang, yun, I really made it a point na, kailangan mo memorize mo to. So, eventually, yun, na-memorize niya. And then, we bring our intentions before the meals. So, kaya mahaba ang namin, lagi prayer namin before meals. Parang we say our heart's desires, the things we're grateful for. So, yun, parang, kaya, the meals are always, important for me and for us because it gives us a time to be together physically, and it also gives us a time to realize what we have, what we desire, our what we are blessed with, and yon, and it's really precious for me, and I hope everyone else has that moment of realization na, I mean, yes, it is hard. It wasn't really easy. Every day we have new challenges. Every day pwede pang mabago, malalock in pa tayo more than what we... But every day also is a chance to be blessed in an angle that you don't usually see. Na parang ayaw mo laging kasama mo isang tao, but you'll come to realize na I'm actually very blessed that I am with that person. So
thank you for all your revelations and the resolutions you've shared to my viewers as well. It's really, really practical at saka nakaka-encourage go and move forward, no? So, without further ado, thank you so much, Dra Sarah Alejandro. This has been another Premium Ballet Talk. Bye, sir!
thank you po!